Hey guys, so I am very, very proud of myself. This is just going to be kind of an TBR update. So, I'm very proud of myself. So far, in the month of March, I've read 6 books. Now, in order to meet my goal for 2019 on Goodreads, my goal is 30 books for the year. So, in order to meet my goal, I started in March, keep that in mind. So in order to meet my goal of reading 30 books by the end of the year, I have to read 3 books a month. And so far, in the month of March, I've read 6. I still have about 2 weeks of March left. So, I'm excited. I was hoping to have read 9 at this point, but that's okay. So far, I have read Perfect Match by Jodi Picoult, 5 Feet Apart. I don't remember the author. I'm so sorry, but everyone knows what book I'm talking about. Let's be honest here. Ghosts of the Past by Julien Mcbain. I apparently have been saying his name wrong the whole time. Honey. Hey. I was saying Julien Mcbain. It's actually Julien Mcbain. I apologize. I have also read The Shining by Stephen King, The Things We Do for Love by Kristin in 1984. And I literally just finished reading 1984 by George Orwell. Oh, so good. Obviously, you'll have to wait for my wrap-up to know all my feelings about everything. So, the 3 books I'm reading this week are The Odyssey by Homer. I'm actually rereading this. I read this back in high school for English class, and I really enjoyed it. I've already a chapter in. It's long. It's like, how many pages? Okay. It's 306 pages. Maybe I can do it. We'll see. I'm also reading The Wringer by Jerry Spinelli. I read this back in elementary school. I remember nothing about it other than the fact that at the age of 10, boys become ringers in the family festival, and basically that means they wring a pigeon's neck, and Palmer does not want to do that. Jerk, please. Jesse. And I'm also reading Bind, Torture, Kill, which is the story of the BTK killer. So I'm very intrigued by that one. That one's my ebook right now, which was probably not a great idea, because generally when I'm reading ebooks, I pick it as an ebook because at night Adam likes to go to bed at 8:30, and I'm not about that life. I'm definitely up until at least 10:30, usually 11. So it's something that I read while he's asleep, and I'm trying to get tired. I don't know if that was a smart choice. I might have some weird dreams over the next week or so. But let's be honest, I was having weird dreams to begin with. So we'll see what happens. Although, what I don't like about this one, so I read all my ebooks on Amazon Kindle. And so 1984, it told me what page I was on. This one doesn't do that. And I don't like that. But it tells me how many hours are left in the book, and if I remember correctly, the whole book takes 8 hours and 21 minutes. So at least I got something telling me how much longer I got, but I kind of like the pages. Sorry. But yeah. The Wringer is really short, and it has really big lettering to it, so I'm sure I'll go through this in a day or two. If I do, I also have Knights of Rodanthe by Nicholas Sparks, and I have a ton of other books as well. Jerk! Why? I have a ton of other books as well. In fact, I have a book haul coming up. So I can always add more. Interesting. I can always add more books, but basically what my TBRs are at the beginning of the month is the books that are my goal to read for the month. I can read more, I can read less, but these are the books that I want to try to make sure I read, and so on and so forth. So, yes. Definitely, if I do end up getting a library card, any library books I get from the actual public library would be added to the TBR, since I think you're only allowed them for like 2 weeks or something like that. Maybe a month. I can't remember. Honestly, it's been so long since I've had a library card. So yeah. Just had some food. I had leftover vegetable lo mein from Adam's birthday. And it was so good. Before I went vegan, I used to love chicken lo mein, so I was like, vegetable lo mein, please. If you're wondering what's on my nails, by the way, this is Skylark by Sinful Colors. Jerk! Can you please wait till I'm done the video. I'm sorry, guys. He's just being loud and obnoxious today. But anyway, so I'm very, very excited for my books this week, especially the Odyssey. I'm sure you've heard of the Odyssey, but if you haven't, it's basically about Greek mythology. Odysseus went missing. He spent 10 years away from Ithaca, and he eventually finds his way back to his wife Penelope, and it's so good. But this book actually includes a lot. It's edited with an introduction and notes by Robert Squillis. I'm gonna skip those, because I find that the introduction has absolutely nothing to do with this actual story. Like, some introductions, it's like, okay, back when the main character was a kid, this is what happened. That way you kind of get more of an understanding kind of thing. It's literally just the guy being like, the Odyssey was a book made about, and it's like, I know what it's about. Like, stop. And I just never really read notes about the books. I don't know why. That's just the way I am. If you read the notes about the books, and that's you. That's your prerogative. Not everyone's the same. It's also translated by George Herbert Palmer. I don't exactly know what that means. I'm assuming, like, the weird words in here that nobody knows what the definition is, like, that kind of thing. Like, there's 3 different words in here for, Greeks. So, maybe that's what it means, because other than that, I haven't really seen any translation. But yeah. I am so beyond proud of myself. So I just wanted to give you that little bit of a TBR update. So I'm really excited that I've read that much this month so far. And yeah. I'm very excited for these books. And we'll see how much more I can read in the next 2 weeks. And yeah. I love you guys.